Hey guys, it's Kurt from Wersi Club USA. What we wanted to do, because we've been talking a little bit about MIDI over on the website, we thought we would show you what the general MIDI sounds are on your Sonic. So once again, you know, we're at the main desktop, so we're going to click Sounds. And let's go ahead and click All. And let's go over here where it says MIDI PRG, which probably means program. But let's click that. So now it sorts it by the name, or what they call sound name, right? So if you scroll down, we're going to hit the G as in, wait a minute, oops, there it is. GM, General MIDI, right? So what this is telling you, if you go back and look at the post that we had, and I'll see if I can't put a link in this video so you can go back and find it if you haven't seen that video. But here are the general MIDI sounds that Wersi is providing for us. Unfortunately, they don't really appear to support general MIDI 2. But nonetheless, what this tells us is if we take a general MIDI sequence that you get from wherever, anywhere, and load it up in your Sonic, it will play and it will at least pick, you know, strings or choir or tuba or whatever general MIDI sound is in that particular sequence. What I have found is you do need to go do some work on editing the volumes and stuff, and I'll real quickly show you that. So let me go to accompaniment, and I'll tell you why I'm picking this one, because we're going to do a little bit of work on this one here, Parade of the Wooden Soldiers. If you're watching this video and it's June or July, it'll make no sense. But seeing as how we're recording it in the month of November and the holiday season is upon us, we're going to do something with a Christmas tune because it makes sense this time of year. So notice we've got this particular song loaded, right? Parade of the Wooden Soldiers. And if you do nothing but click on that, you get this general mixer, which we don't care about. We really care about up over here where it says sequence edits. And the point I want to make here is notice this is a general MIDI sequence, and you see up here all the various sounds are picked from the general MIDI sound set in OAX. What I want to do is come back in a separate video and we'll play around a little bit more with this and show you that you can very easily take out the melody, which would be track 4 in the general MIDI sequence. So you could mute it or solo it as required, or turn the volume down. Most importantly, what you're going to find is that you might want to adjust these volumes from what was in the sequence that you loaded, the general MIDI file, and how the Wersi general MIDI sounds, you know, the volume levels of those sounds. Sometimes, for example, the flute might be too loud, might be too soft. You know, that's one of those kind of challenges with using MIDI files. Kind of sort of depends on what the person used to record it, what they played it back on, and what you are playing it back on. And if that volume level is correct on that particular sound. The good news is you can edit that, and then if you save that sequence, you know, that change in volume would be saved for you going forward. The more interesting part is, let's say that you don't really care about using the general MIDI flute, but you would like to use the jazz flute, for example, so you could click that. And now notice that particular track, which is track 8 in this case, would now use a jazz flute from OAX versus what I'm going to call the general MIDI flute in OAX. And you might prefer that sound. And again, if you change that sound, you're going to find you might want to adjust that volume level. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in this talking about that. What we're going to do is go back and we'll record this particular general MIDI sequence and let you take a listen to it as it sounds in OAX. And then we'll decide if we want to tweak it at all with changing some of the sounds. And then maybe we'll record a video and we'll play along with it, just showing you the whole concept of using backing tracks, whether they're based on general MIDI or just a WAV file or an MP3 file. As always, thanks for watching.